Hi there everyone, welcome to Ainslie's Gold Silver Standard Insights for TA Tuesday, September the 6th, 2022. I am Joe and this is where I take you through some price analysis of gold, silver and one of the cryptos. Today we're looking at Ethereum and the Ethereum Bitcoin pair, which is this right here. Ethereum is in the news because of the merge coming up, so we'll do that last. But gold and silver first, of course. Head over to youtube.com/Ainslie Bullion to hit the big red subscribe button right here, and do check out goldsilverstandard.com as well. Okay, straight into it. Let's go to gold. Now we're using the tradingview.com website. It's priced in US dollars, currently looking at the monthly time frame. But as we do this every week, I'll pop into the daily time frame, see where we've come from in the last 7 days and what the potential targets may be in the next 7 days coming. So last time we were hovering around about $1,734. I'll pop this here, and we were talking about if we were moving down further. You've got this big line in the sand right here, and I'll pop again out to the weekly of this big level right here of your 1680, and we came very close to it, but it was not a breakdown below 1680. The lowest we got to was 1,688. So it was, I would call that not a test. So it's since had a spring back up. We're currently hovering at about $1,720. Popping back into the daily. As you can see, we actually spiked above this level of support and resistance, which I've had drawn in for quite a while, but it was a failed move. Let's go into the 4 hourly. It was a failed move so far, even to the hourly. Well, actually, what's been happening in the last bunch of hours, probably the last 4, 5, 6 hours, and this has been happening across the market, particularly in the crypto markets as well, in silver too, it's the Labor Day weekend in the US. Now, it has coincided with a ramp up in the market, or a short ramp up in the market. We've gone from, in the last few hours, from $1,710 so up to a high of $1,727 in US dollar terms, so nearly a $20 move. And why is that? That's a good question. What is it about a public holiday that would, send prices higher, and a lot of prices, again, in the crypto market, etc.? Could it be because traders are taking a day off? Who knows? The manipulators? Well, we don't say here at Ainslie, but that is certainly one theory, of course. But we have seen this rise in the general markets during the Labor Day weekend. So we tried to break out and hold above this level of 1,720 US dollars, but so far it was a failed breakout, and oftentimes from a failed move comes a fast move in the opposite direction, broken back down below, but it's making a play for it again. So let's see what the next targets are, moving higher and moving lower. If you are a follower of my price analysis every week, you would see what my targets are right there. You can easily just pause this video to find my targets higher and targets moving lower. So let's pop out to, well, you certainly got here. Let me pop out to the weekly. And my next targets moving higher would be this level here of $1,760. You're also coming up against this downtrend line. This is going back to March of 2022 all the way down, so we have yet to break out of it. We tried to break out here. It was a failed move, did not break out, so a fast move down to that 1680 level. Tried to break out here. It was a test. Nope. So another move down lower. Could this be the time? Possibly. You never know. But right here, 1,760 US dollars. 1,760 US dollars is the line in the sand, and also this downtrend line right here. So we need to break above there and hold above it in order for us to be confident, or for me to be confident, that we are going to see higher prices in the coming weeks. Breaking down further, we have been talking about the big line in the sand, 1680, and breaking below 1680, you've got the next level of 1615, roughly, and down from here is the big one of 1555. So the question is this Labor Day weekend pump, or mini pump at least in gold, is this just a little blip on the way down further. Again, we don't give financial advice here at Ainslie, but you've got my targets moving higher, my targets moving lower, and that's where we have been. Just keep in mind it's the Labor Day weekend pump probably at this stage. So that is gold. Let's take a look at silver. We came from around about your $18.95 level, I think it was last time, and I can actually really quickly check that. So on silver, we were $18.70 roughly in last week's analysis. Excuse me. So that is around about here. Okay, yes, and I think last time I was talking about this level and we wanted to hold this 1870 level, and we have not. So it was a fast move down to almost to my level down here of $17.40 technically on this particular index. We bottomed out at $17.57. So again, the Labor Day weekend pump, although it started a little bit a couple of days before, the weekend pump if you want to call it that, started here, and we have risen back above the $18.20 mark, currently hovering at $18.30. Do you think this is the Labor Day weekend pump? And do you think we are heading down further? Pop your comments below in the YouTube comments and let me know your thoughts. So if we were to, let's go on the weekly time frame. If this is a mini relief rally before heading down further, where do we think that we could potentially top out at? Where would be the maximum, I think, in this weekly green candle? In my humble opinion, it's either going to be here at $18.80 or the maximum, in my opinion, not financial advice, at $19.40. I don't see what we are on, it's Tuesday, we've got another few days until the market closes. I don't see it heading above $19.40 if we're having a gangbuster week and we just go crazy this week. Don't see it, maybe a tiny little spike to have a test to see if it breaks out, but I think that would be a failed move, and we will stick around that kind of area. I don't see it moving up here in the next week, and the following week, well, we'll see what happens, because you will get another price analysis next Tuesday as well, because it's TA Tuesday. So that is my call. If we are pumping further from here this week, the maximum you're going to see is $19.40 in US dollar terms. If we just turn around from here, if Wednesday coming out of Labor Day weekend in the US, if it is heading down further, you're going to see, I think you would see $17.40 broken because we came so close to it previously, and we'd be heading down to this $16.20 level. In the interim, and I'll just pop it in the interim, you could see, and I'll pop this here, where are we, horizontal line, see this little spike down right there, and that sort of coincides with there and there as well. So you could see a little interim support level at the $17 mark. I'll just note that, but I will take that out for the moment because I don't want to have too many lines on the screen. So that is my call, maximum of $19.40 in the next week, and a maximum low, I would say, in the next week. So in the next couple of weeks, I would say a maximum low of $16.20. But again, you'll get a price analysis next Tuesday. That is gold and that is silver. So let's take a look at Ethereum. It has been in the news. It's been in the news for quite a long time, but because the merge is coming up, the Ethereum merge. And I'll also get you to head over to ainslieBullion.com.au, the news section, and check out Markets Anticipating the Merge. It is our wonderful analysis by Josh Lang, who is part of the Ainslie crypto team, and he writes every Tuesday an article. So it's talking about the merge coming up and Bitcoin holders staying true, even though we're seeing we had been seeing a bit of a dump, a lot of on-chain and great on-chain analysis by Josh Lang, and the basic gist of it is the Bitcoin long-term holders are still holding, but because of the merge, are the other altcoins, Ethereum and all the others, are they going to continue to have a little bit of a pump until the merge is over? That is the question. But we've certainly seen a pump recently, and let's pop into the 4 hourly. Again, this is on the US dollar time frame, of course, and we have certainly seen that in the last few hours. So this is the 4 hourly chart, and we've topped out so far at 1,677 US dollars. And if you pop into the hourly, yeah, you can see that very, very clearly. A consolidation back down. Question becomes, do we continue a pump from here, and where could we hit a high of before the merge or at the merge? Here's where the merge is happening on the chart right here. I'll pop in a vertical line, I should say. It is September the 15th. That is right there. So the question becomes, how high do we think it can pump before then? Look, we've certainly seen days in the past where we've had really big green candles. So we'll do a bit of blue sky thinking. If we break above this level right here of $2,020, this is within the next 9 trading days. If we break above here, what's the next level? In my humble opinion, I don't think you would go any further than, and let me pop that in here with a horizontal line. I don't think you'd go any further than around about your $2,300 to $2,400 level. Round about there, I think, would be your target between there and there, 23 to 24. Well, technically that's right there. That's 24.50. So I'm going to say a $150 window, I think, would be the absolute max. So somewhere between that $2,300 and $2,450 level in terms of US dollars. That's my maximum target. Definitely not saying it's going there. If we do not break above this level of 2030, 2040 US dollars, and we're staying down here, then I think the max would be at around about this level. If you can see that little spike right there I'll pop it right there. It's in between about your $1,800 level would be the maximum in my opinion. So I think either we're going to pump to 18 max, or again, breaking above there, you've got your $2,300 to $2,400 level. Bear in mind, this could be a level of resistance, and definitely areas of resistance up here, $2,300 to $2,400. You have my support levels moving lower if we just fall off the cliff and we just continue down. And also, you need to ask the question of yourself, could this be a sell on the news? So buying on the rumor, the merge is coming, people buy, even people who knew that the merge was coming way earlier, but round about here were people anticipating the merge. They bought up here, they're buying the rumor, the merge is coming, and then do they sell on the news? So on the day of, or just before the 15th of September, do we see a big sell off? That's quite potential. The buy on the rumor, sell on the news thing is a big thing. So do take that into account. Don't assume it's just going to go completely wild even after the merge. So breaking down further, I've got my targets moving lower, your $1,430, your $1,255, your $1,000 level. I won't do the ones moving lower, although there's just one there at $500. If we're going to have a big bear market in Ethereum, that's not coming within the next couple of weeks. You're talking, a little bit longer time frame. So targets moving higher before the merge. There's my maximum right there. But what I really want to talk about was the ETH-BTC pairing. This is, if you're not familiar with pairings, if you're only familiar with US dollar terms, I'll quickly explain that. Basically, this is a ratio of the price of Ethereum to the price of Bitcoin. So it is tracking which one is outperforming the other. So in the ETH-Bitcoin crypto pair, as you see it moving higher, so as you see green candles, that means that Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin, and when you see it going lower, it means Bitcoin is outperforming Ethereum. So if you are not concerned with the dollar value of the crypto prices, let's say, for example, you're very confident in the coming years, the crypto entire market, Bitcoin, Ethereum in particular, are going to track higher and higher. Maybe you are only concerned with getting more Bitcoin in your hands or getting more Ethereum in your hands. And if that's the case, then you might consider playing the Ethereum-Bitcoin ratio. So, for example, if you had purchased Ethereum down here at 0.0075, let's call it, because you believe that Ethereum was going to outperform Bitcoin, but you really, really, really love Bitcoin and you want to get more Bitcoin in your hands, well, you would have bought it down here and you would have waited for Ethereum to outperform Bitcoin over these over those few months, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months. And if you had have picked the top, you would have sold your Ethereum and gotten double the amount of Bitcoin in your hand. So if you're a Bitcoin maxi, but for some reason that you think Ethereum's going to outperform Bitcoin in a period of time, there's a great option to buy Ethereum and then sell it later on for Bitcoin, and you get more Bitcoin in your hands, more than if you had have just kept buying Bitcoin along the way in that 7-month period. I hope that makes sense. Now, similarly, if you're an Ethereum maxi, but you saw that Ethereum seemed to be overvalued in relation to Bitcoin and you thought it was going to drop, well, then you would buy Bitcoin here and wait till it drops to a certain level which is comfortable for you, and then you sell it for more Ethereum. So you would have gotten more Ethereum in your hands if you had other, compared to if you had have just been buying Ethereum along the way and not playing this Bitcoin Ethereum ratio. I hope that makes sense, but let's take a look at where we are right now. This is on the monthly time frame, and it definitely seems like, not financial advice, it seems like Ethereum is starting to continue to outperform Bitcoin, particularly on this time frame. It looks like it has some room to move, particularly because the merge is coming up. So let's do a quick bit of analysis. Again, this is on the monthly time frame. I might have to pop this onto the weekly because we only have about 9 days left. So let's just talk about up to the merge. I'll do the similar thing where I'll get this vertical line. Let's see right here. So 15th of, I'll have to pop this onto the daily, excuse me. 15th of, vertical line right here, 15th of September, right there. How far do we think it can pump within that time, the Ethereum Bitcoin ratio? Oh, it's a pretty thin time frame. I'm looking at this on the 3-day chart. I probably should pop it back onto the 1 day to give myself a little bit of extra room to move. On the daily, I should say, I think, look, you're probably going to see this as resistance. So you're going to see that as resistance right here, the previous level. So we'll pop that in right here, and that is at your close to 0.009. So we're going to put it right there. That's going to be a line in the sand of a big amount of resistance, I should say. Again, that's within the next 9 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You could potentially break a little bit above it, but I think it would certainly be a level of resistance. So if you are thinking about playing the Ethereum to Bitcoin ratio, maybe consider that 0.088 to 0.09 ratio number right there as a level of potential resistance. If we completely break through, and if Ethereum continues to rise against Bitcoin, outperform it after the merge, and for some reason, again, we don't have a crystal ball here, it certainly could. Let's figure out where the next major levels of resistance are on the Ethereum Bitcoin pairing. And I think right here, if you take a look at that, you can certainly see it. I'll pop that there, right there. I think it's sort of a hovering level around about your 0.1, your 0.11 right there, and you've got that spike level right here of 0.125, call it. So those are the next levels of resistance. If Ethereum continues to outperform Bitcoin after the merge, I certainly don't think we're going to hit that before the merge. I mean, it's a possibility, but I don't think we're going to hit up here. That's a possibility at your sort of 0.105 level. I don't think it's going to be here before the merge, but again, not financial advice. Let's talk about if we continue to go higher and higher. We'll do some blue sky thinking. And where do I think the maximum for the next few months might be in the Ethereum Bitcoin pairing? We'll do some Fibonacci. We'll get the high here and we'll take it down to the low here, and let's see where the 1.618 Fibonacci level tops out at, and that's it right here. Yep, I can see it right there, and that coincides with, that's 0.243. Now this is on this particular index. This is the Bittrex exchange. I think we can comfortably call it the quarter of a Bitcoin, so 0.25. That's where one Ethereum would equal the price of a quarter of a Bitcoin. That's a pretty good, I think, psychological value. So for me, because it coincides with the 1.618 Fibonacci from this high and this low, definitely, and it's a psychological value, your 0.25, I think, is going to be the max for a while. It'd be a big level of resistance, in my humble opinion. I'll also pop that in at your 0.25 right there. Get rid of the Fibonacci, and that's my level. Definitely a big level of resistance in the Ethereum to Bitcoin ratio. Do you agree or do you disagree? Pop in a comment below and let me know your thoughts. If, for example, we do sell on the news and Ethereum starts to underperform in relation to Bitcoin, so this chart goes back down, let's take some quick levels, and I'm just doing this on the fly. You can see a support level right there at 0.065. Your next level right there, I will call it, at, if you can see that, that's going through this level of support and here, so that is at 0.053, and then you'll be coming up against this major uptrend line. Just depends on when it hits. So my target's moving higher and my target's moving lower for the Ethereum Bitcoin pair. Do you play this pair? If you do, let us know in a comment below. So that is gold, silver, and Ethereum, and the Ethereum Bitcoin pair. Thank you for watching. Do head over to the youtube.com/Ainslie Bullion, the Ainslie Bullion YouTube channel. Hit the big red subscribe button. A lot of very informative content, the daily crypto buy and sell signals from Chris Tipper. Of course, our insights videos Monday to Thursday, including the TA Tuesdays, our product spotlights, our interest stories. This one's had a very good run recently, some great views. This is Putin's new gold exchange to challenge the LBMA. I'll put a link above right now to that. It's a great, quick little watch. And our weekly specials as well. Tomorrow, we will be doing a special. Will it be gold? Will it be silver? You don't know yet, but you will find out, and it'll be a great little special for either a few days or even just 24 hours. So you do want to be a subscriber to get the heads up first before everyone gets it on the rest of the socials. So it does pay to subscribe. That's it. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and as always, balance your wealth in an unbalanced world. Take care, and we'll speak soon.